Hi, welcome back to the Tracie Trendy Show. Welcome, my lovelies. Oh my gosh, people, did you see my thumbnail? Of course you saw it, but do you believe it? Oh my gosh, here I am trying to edit videos, and then I see this news pop up. And I was like, oh my gosh, the Snowdens of all people for domestic violence? And I did say Snowdens, plural. Not just Dimitri, okay? Ashley. So apparently, Christeline, which we haven't seen on the show yet, she decided to move in with the Snowdens to become a sister wife. Now I don't know how she became a sister wife. Did she do the K-1 visa or what? Now mind you, Ashley and Dimitri are not married, so it opens the door for Dimitri to marry Christeline. Anyhow, Christeline is over here in this country with her two daughters. She claims that Ashley abused her too. And Ashley tried to prevent her from leaving the house that she shared with her husband, Dimitri. And she threw a bottle at her, supposedly, as well as she yelled at her children, and they're very frightened by Ashley. So that's the domestic case on Ashley. Now for Dimitri, she says that he was kind of rough during sex, that he was very physically aggressive and rough. She says that back in January, she was awakened by him slamming her head into the headboard, and he was yelling at me. But he kept banging her head against the headboard several times. And she said she filed a police report. And he was abusive during sex. She says that he choked me during sex, even though I told him not to. She said the more she told him not to and the more she struggled, the more he enjoyed it. And so she just chose to go along with it. And because she said she stopped saying no because it just prolonged the choking and her misery. She said one time he got out of his hand and she was dizzy and felt like she was going to pass out. She says she suffered bruises, scratches, and redness around her neck from the alleged attack. So as you know, she came to the U.S. from South Africa to be courted as a third wife. But she might be a fourth wife because in the last episode we saw the other girl from Atlanta wanted to move on in. Okay, so she went to the court to file. Christeline went to the court after all this abuse, and she was granted a restraining order. So he must stay 100 feet away from her and her two daughters. Dimitri must stay 100 feet away from her and her two daughters because she says they're afraid of him, and he often yells and punches the walls or furniture. So far, you know, TMZ have reached to the Snowdens, but they have not received any word back from them. Now, I'm wondering about the first wife that they married, and she just left and did not reappear, didn't say anything, and she went to live with her sister in Australia. Now, do you think that has something to do with some kind of abuse, or did she just was over it? Or what do you guys think about this, people? I don't know. So, I mean, I do know that if you claim abuse, and if you're trying to get this green card, you know, you can easily get your green card. You don't have to wait years to get it if you claim abuse. So, but, you know, I don't know. I'm not in that household to know. I just have an inquiring mind. I have an inquiring mind, and I want to know what happened. And if the other girl is in the house with them, is she in the house? The one from Atlanta? Is she living there too? It's interesting that they claim Christeline is the third sister wife, which in reality she should be the fourth one, if the girl in Atlanta stayed. We are not privy to any of that right now. So it's interesting. I thought the Snowdens were low key and everything. This would be the last couple I would think. I would think the Clarks before I would think the Snowdens, quite honestly. So, well, there you have it, people. I'm not going to keep you there too long. Just going to upload this video, okay, for you guys to see. I am tired, okay? I'm tired. So anyway, my lovelies, if you enjoyed sipping and tasting the tea that Tracie bought. To you. Don't hesitate to like this video. Share it if you care. And if you haven't already, subscribe and hit the notification bell, because you're getting this tea hot, brewing fresh for me. Thank you, my lovelies.